right. It is over 90 degrees today. The weather is finally in my favor. I am winning. That's right. There we go. We had Jay off camera there for a minute there. We didn't test that, did we?
Can you see me now?
For the video people out there. That's right. It is 90 degrees. Dangerous heat. KDK has predicted this weekend to have dangerous heat. To me, it is just dangerously awesome. I am so happy. I am in my heyday right now. I am so thrilled. I couldn't be happier. This is just a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And of course, the most beautiful time of year, the time that we all look forward to, the time that I spend every day, every minute of every day, Jay, waiting for these 90-degree, humid, dangerously hot days. And of course, what am I doing? I'm spending my day inside. I'm here with you. I'm here with all of you. Inside, miserable because it could be warmer out. I mean, no, it couldn't be warmer out, actually. I could be warmer right now. I could be enjoying the sun, basically. But no, I'm here with you. I don't want to be here. You don't want. Maybe you want to be here. I don't want to be with you. I'll be honest. I don't want to be here talking to you.
Please, Brian, tell us how you really feel.
I don't want to be here talking to you on the river's edge right now. No, I don't. I want to be outside. I want to be enjoying the sun. I want to be enjoying the heat. I'm like Birdman, Jay. I get my energy from the sun. I literally get superpowers from the sun beaming on me. This is my time of year. And of course, before I realized that it was going to be a super heat ray, like a microwave oven, just shining rays on Pittsburgh, I had agreed to go to a show that's indoors in Oakland. So I'm having a bad day. I could be outside. I could be drinking beer on the river right now, but instead I'm here talking to you on the River's Edge, on River Talk, at riversedgepgh.com.
I got to say, I like how you compared yourself to Birdman. You said that.
Oh, yeah. Like, seriously, he gets his superpowers from the sun.
Yeah, I know that.
I pretty much do the same thing.
So basically what you're saying is that without the sun, you're useless?
I'm useless without the sun. Like, come wintertime.
You heard that here, folks.
Come wintertime.
That's why I'm here.
Come wintertime, I'm miserable. It's horrible.
Neither rain or shine or sleet or snow. Just call me the mailman of comedy. Like, I do it all.
You do it all.
Exactly.
I'm looking forward to Sunday. I'm hoping it stays hot. I'm hoping we have to deal with this scalding hot weather for all the way through Tuesday. How long does it last? Do you know how long it lasts? The heat. This beautiful, glorious, wonderful heat. It's like nature's giving you a giant hug. Nature loves us, and this heat is a present from nature.
If I read the temperatures right from the two different weather stations I watched, the temperature will drop a little bit in the evening, but then it'll blow back up in the early afternoon, going into the all day. It started the day really, and then it got hotter. As the afternoons go, it went like it's going to be the same way tomorrow, and the same way Sunday, and probably part of Monday too.
What about Tuesday?
Tuesday, I'm not sure, but
it's got to be warm Tuesday. That's Monday, Tuesday are my days off. I guarantee you, it's going to rain on Tuesday.
I feel like
why can't it rain today? I've got to be inside here.
No more rain. I'm sick of rain.
So that way, but now I'm miserable because I got to go inside and watch a show when I could be out drinking by the river.
You can take a break from watching a show outside. I mean, did you not run the Millville Music Festival?
Yeah, but that's
he was out there all day.
Yeah, but that's an indoor-outdoor festival.
I bet you. Show. Yeah, I bet you spent most of it outside, though, didn't you?
But this particular
you stuck your head through the window.
And it was miserable. That's what I'm saying. Now that it's nice, I have to be banished to an indoor theater whenever I could be outside enjoying the sun. Now, Millville Music Festival, it's beautiful out. Of course, it's miserable outside. I'm outside running through the rain. Today it's beautiful. I'm stuck indoors. Got a great show for you. You should. I feel bad for me. We've got a great show for you today here on River Talk. This is the River's Edge Radio Network, Pittsburgh's voice for local music. Proud sponsor of Yinzfest, which goes on tomorrow all day right here at Mr. Small's Theater, where we are broadcasting from. We're here in the back of the building looking over the beautiful courtyard where I can see the sun shining, and I'm here inside. This is River Talk. That's Jaye Cooper. I'm Brian Crawford. It's riversedgepgh.com. Don't forget you can listen to The River's Edge on your Alexa or Google Home by asking your smart device to play the River's Edge station on TuneIn. I, for one, am happy with the beautiful weather. I just wish I was outside. I should have thought ahead and put a bunch of equipment in my car and did a show outside somewhere, at a park, somewhere nice, somewhere where it's beautiful.
Like what?
Like, I don't know, anywhere where it's outside.
So as long as it's outside, it doesn't matter.
As long as it's outside.
That's not a specific place you had in mind. Nothing.
No, nothing in mind.
Okay, just as long as it was outside, you're down.
And I'll be honest, I'm sick and tired of the moaners, of the complainers, of the whiners. And I've decided, Jay, that it's time that I, Brian Crawford, celebrity judge,
oh Lord,
come down with some judgments.
Oh God, Judge Crawford is back.
I'm back.
Oh my God, that actually sounds like a judge too.
It sounds fantastic.
Like, oh my God.
I was destined to be a judge. We've already got some commenters actually on the Facebook page.
Yeah, shout out to Brad Pearce, Steve's twin brother.
No, it is
all the way from LA showing support.
That's fantastic.
Very nice.
That national
Vicky
audience.
Mason. Hello.
We are going to have
Hello,
Steve Pearce here on the show. He's going to be doing artwork live. That's right, live art at Yinzfest tomorrow. So you have to stop by Mr. Small's Theater, and I will try to come out and get a couple pictures of the art for those fans who are listening from across the country. But Steve will be with us here in a little bit. But I do want to make some judgments. I'm sick and tired of the whiners. I'm tired of the complainers. Jay, there are only 3 to 4 months a year where I'm happy.
And those are?
June, July, August. Really, that's it. Really just 3 months.
I was going to say, you really going to throw September in there?
No, I really
I thought you was going to go. That you was going to go chronological.
The only good thing about September is International Podcast Day, which of course is my birthday because I am the king of podcasting in Pittsburgh. Outside of maybe Michael Sorg. He's been doing it for like a million years later than I have. Michael Sorg, you can hear his show here on Saturdays. But I'm sick of the whiners. I'm sick of the complainers. I'm sick of the people who bitch and moan during the winter. And then as soon as we get this glorious gift from Mother Nature, they're sitting there moaning about the heat.
You know what they're complaining about though? It's not so much the heat, or at least from the people that I associate with. It's not so much the heat, it's the humidity.
I don't care.
The humidity is bad.
The humidity is wonderful. Like I said,
for you it is.
It's like Mother Nature.
Why do you think I'm wearing a bandana right now?
It's
because it dried my hair out. My hair looks a mess and stuff, and I refuse to show my hair in front of this gorgeous public out here because you know that when I go out and perform, you see my hair looking flawless, and the sun sweats out my braids. My braids come out. I look like a hot mess. I got a hair appointment tomorrow, but I'll take care of that.
It's like Mother Nature giving you a giant hug. That's exactly what the humidity is like. It's because nature loves us that we
Nature loves you.
That we are blessed.
Nature loves you.
Blessed with humidity. I'm sick of the whiners. I'm sick of the complainers. Shame on you all the way until June of next year. I'm tired of it. I'm coming down with a guilty verdict. You should rejoice in this weather, and I think that you need to suffer the entire
Just suffer through it. Just suck it up.
In a sauna. A wet sauna. That's your punishment. A wet sauna outside of an air-conditioned facility.
You know what? I mean, because I go to the sauna when I'm in the gym. But see, the good part about the sauna is that I can get out.
Well, not this sauna. This sauna is going to be a sauna right outside, surrounded by humidity, being heated on from solar rays.
See, you're spoiled. You have an inside job, correct?
I would love to have an outside job.
Okay, but you do work inside, though.
I do work inside.
See, I work outside all day.
Okay.
I work outside all day, and it is crazy whether the sun is out or when it's cold as shit outside. So, yeah. You dress for the weather.
Well, the cold
sometimes
sucks.
that humidity.
The cold is miserable. There's nothing good about winter.
Cold is a bitch. I hate the cold more than I hate the heat, but the heat makes
wonderful,
it just
glorious, fantastic, lovely.
Somebody comment on this and disagree, please, because I know it's not just me.
At Coop Troop Comedy, you can reach us on the Facebook Live feed if you're watching us live here Friday night at 6 p.m. Or you can text us at 412-4072-PGH. That's 412-407-2744. My second judgment comes down to people. My second judgment comes down to telemarketers. I'm so sick of, I was at work today trying to do things on the phone, and I receive a phone call. And it was a telemarketer. But there was no one there. It was a robot. I'm sick of the robots calling me. No more robots. Can we at least agree that if we're going to be getting calls on our cell phones? Remember a time when they couldn't contact you on the cell phone. They had to have a home number in order to telemarket you. Do you remember that time?
I remember that. In fact, I worked in telemarketing, so I remember all the loopholes.
Well, times have changed, let me tell you. And now they're calling you on the cell phone. Do you get calls on your cell phone? I get them all the time.
All
Lately,
the time.
Health insurance.
It usually be the
providers.
same, like the 4-1, it'd be local sometimes too. And you get the first 3 numbers that all the same, but the last 4 is different all the time.
Horrible.
And I don't even answer them no more.
I don't even answer no more. See, I think it should be illegal for any telemarketer to call you that's a robot. Because here's the thing, at least when it's a person, you can give them the middle finger via the phone. You can tell them to fuck off.
Yeah, I mean, I say that to fuck. Yeah, I say fuck off to them, and they'd be like, I didn't understand that message. Yeah. Press 1 if you want to talk to a representative. I'm like, I don't want to talk to anybody. Fuck off.
But you shouldn't have to deal with that. You should never. It should be illegal for a robot to call you.
It should be illegal.
And I'm going to come down.
Humans too.
I agree.
I don't want them to call me either.
I don't want any of them to call you, but at least with a human, you could tell them, hey, don't call me again. And you know what sucks about the no-call list? You sign up for the no-call list, and the way the rules work, they can keep calling you, and then you complain about them. And if the government gets enough complaints, that's when they take action and charge the companies that are illegally calling you when you sign up for the do call list. What the hell is the point of the do not call list?
I remember
if they can still call you.
I remember that.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of getting calls on my cell phone. That's an invasion of my space. I've got a bubble here. Look, Jay and I are like several inches away. That's because Jay knows that I have a bubble and he knows not to cross. These telemarketers are crossing the bubble, and I think that Jay should be fined. And I think if they continue to call you, I think it's time for jail time. Jail time. Jail time. I'm sick of the calls. I'm sick of telemarketers on the cell phone.
Me too. I hate them. And I remember that when I worked in telemarketing, I hated it because the way they worked around it, like, okay, they ask you to put them on the no-call list.
Yeah.
And
they call you again.
And you have to do it. Well, after a certain time. See, what they do is they leave you alone for about 3 months, 3 to 6 months. And they just put you at the very bottom of the list until, it comes back up again. And then we'll call you again. And hopefully you would have forgotten that you asked to be taken off the list. Because some people do. Some people actually forget. Or sometimes after 6 months, you might get them in the mood to actually want to donate something that may want them to buy something.
It shouldn't be up to you to then go out and complain about the business. Somebody else should be investigating them. There needs to be a secret police force that just goes and investigates these scammers, these telemarketer scammers who are trying to weasel you out of a dime. I'm sick of them.
Loopholes.
I'm done with them.
That's what it is, man. It's all about the loopholes. I do not miss that job at all. Now that being on the opposite end of that, seeing how it was done, I can understand why people hated us. I hated us. So,
I hate you just for having done it.
I needed the money.
Get out of the studio.
I needed the money. They paid good back then.
On top of that, I'm also done with Dell. And I'm done with I got this new computer, which is wonderful. But I'm sick of Dell and their updates. And I'm sick especially of whatever antivirus is on here. Is it Norton? I don't know. It's one of the antivirus conglomerates, one of the mastermind antivirus companies. And my God, I never signed up for their service, and that's all I get on this computer are pop-ups for antivirus software. I'm done with it. They're as bad as the telemarketers. I'm trying to type something up, and all of a sudden, the entire screen is taken up.
Pop-ups.
McAfee. That's it. It's McAfee. The bastards from McAfee. I don't want McAfee. If I wanted McAfee, I would order McAfee.
McAfee just sounds negative. You know what I mean?
They are negative.
It sounds very negative. McAfee. It sounds like the boss that when you hear them call your name, you cringe. I can't stand this motherfucker.
Speaking of money-grabbing bastards, tomorrow or Sunday night at 7 p.m., I will be giving a speech from the people to Neil Huntington, the general manager of the Pittsburgh Pirates. I've written a speech. It's a parody of Ronald Reagan's Tear Down This Wall speech. It's specifically tailored for Neil Huntington and the Pirates because they're trying to screw us over again.
Okay.
You'll have to wait till Sunday at 7 p.m. to hear that story right here on the River's Edge.
Tell them to tear down the ticket prices too. They're not on a roll anymore like they used to be.
Well,
I miss when those tickets were real cheap, man. I used to go to them I used to sit in that all-you-can-eat section. You ever sit over there? It's like behind the Pitcher's Bound and Pitcher's Mound. Is that how you say it? Pitcher's Mound? I don't know. I don't know shit about baseball. But anyway, it's near where the scoreboard is. And there you get a bracelet, and then you get to go in the, out there at the concession stand. They have a certain concession stand. I'm sure it's still there, where you can leave with up to 4 things. Okay. And then you come back and you can get more. Oh, wow. They had ice cream sandwiches. They had the frozen lemon ices. It was all kinds of shit. Hot dogs and stuff. Yeah, all you can eat.
That's incredible.
Yeah. Back then it was like $35. I don't know how much it is now. Well, it's definitely higher than $35 now. But that was back when the Pirates sucked. Okay, this was like the early 2000s. This was way before McCutcheon. This was before they let go of Jason Bay. They were like, I don't know. They were cool. They were good enough where I could afford to go to all the concert shows, because that's what I used to do. Because I never really gave a damn about baseball. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. I didn't go for baseball. I went there for the concert, and I went there for the pierogi races. That's the only thing I gave a damn about. I want to
go there for baseball, but unfortunately I can't because they're too cheap. And if you want to hear more about it, you got to tune in Sunday at 7 p.m. right here.
Too cheap. Sell them to me then.
At River Talk PGH. That's what we call a tease. In the business, ladies and gentlemen. You got to tune back in. But you don't have to tune in for this news. There's a new hotel, or a hotel that well, it's not new. They have a really awesome policy, which I really love. It's called the Shadyside Inn All Suites Hotel.
Ooh, say that 3 times in a row.
Yeah, Shadyside Inn All Suites Hotel, Shadyside Inn All Suites Hotel, Shadyside... I did it. It's Shadyside Inn All Suites Hotel.
You only did it twice. But that's okay, though.
Well, I don't want to do it. I don't want to kill the buzz here. So... There's this dog from Texas that comes, and it stays into the hotel. It's the hotel for dogs. The owner of the dog, Annie Ong, told the Post-Gazette that the dog loves the dog park that's near this hotel. I cannot walk Quincy, the dog, past it without pulling him towards it. And what's great is she can walk her dog to the dog park, and then she can stay with her dog at the hotel. This hotel in Shadyside is dog-friendly.
Well, that's interesting.
Isn't that cool?
Didn't they make a movie like that?
Hotel for Dogs or something.
Yeah. So I could have sworn they did. Okay.
So this is a hotel for dogs here in Pittsburgh. People can take their dogs there, and what's great is, I guess at most hotels, if you have a dog, you have to keep it in a cage.
Okay.
Whereas this hotel, you could actually let the dog roam through the room. So for some people like me, I don't really want to be around dog hair, but if I had a dog, maybe that would be nice. I feel like if you own a dog and you go to a hotel, you don't want to leave the dog caged up.
No.
In a cage. You want to let that dog roam and enjoy the hotel.
Yeah, roll around, drag his ass on the carpet, all that stuff, yeah.
So one of the big
Marcus territory.
One of the big selling points for this hotel is that you can sleep with your dog.
I think I know that dog.
Okay, we're looking at a dog on the TV. It's a white dog. Jay's saying he knows it. It looks like it just came out from pissing on a fire hydrant.
I swear, I just saw that dog today at my job. I gave him a bowl of water. It was a big
white dog.
It was a big ass.
Were you working in
poodle.
Shadyside?
Close to it. And it's funny, dude, that you say that, because the woman lives in Shadyside, but she went to visit somebody further at a different hospital, the one that I work at, and she was walking the dog. It was like a therapy dog, big ass poodle, big poodle that looked just like that.
Okay.
So I thought that was interesting, because I never saw a giant poodle before. And when I saw that picture, I was like, oh my God, they look like the same dog I just saw the day that I just gave water to.
There you go. Maybe it is. It's a famous dog. It's getting around. Of course.
They said he's famous.
Your natural inclination would be to give that dog water because fame speaks. It's kind of like when I go out and people buy me drinks all the time.
Yeah.
People know who I am.
If you come in the bar like that, they're gonna be like, "Are you thirsty, boy?" No, they don't even say that to you. But that's how he looked when he came up to me.
People like me, people like that dog, Jay. We come in with an aura, and people are just like, "Oh my gosh, we got to give that entity a drink."
I'm sure they're probably thinking to myself, like, especially when you got the 5 o'clock shadow and shit, they look at you. If they didn't know who you were. Yeah, he looks broke. Let's get him something.
Anything.
Yeah. Are you hungry too, fella?
So what are your thoughts on the dog hotel? Is that something that you're with?
Well, you know what? I'm down with that because I like dogs.
You like dogs?
I do. I'm a dog lover.
Would you go to a dog hotel?
Yeah, why not? Why not? I would. I mean, I don't have any dogs of my own anymore. My dog is gone, dead and gone.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's
Both
all
of
right.
my dogs have kicked the bucket, but My mom has a new dog, and that dog is so friendly. I could definitely steal her dog and take it somewhere.
Oh, yeah?
But, like, these people are, like, sleeping with their dogs. I think that's a little bit weird. Do you sleep with a dog? Would you sleep with a dog?
Yeah, my dog used to sleep with me.
Really?
But he was a small dog, though, so it wasn't no big deal. Now, the people that be having those giant-ass dogs jumping on them, it's like practically another human being in the bed with you. Those are the ones that's like, come on.
My sister has a dog that's bigger than her that sleeps with her.
Yeah,
this giant-ass pit bull. The pit bull jumps on the bed, demands a heated blanket. The pit bull demands a heated blanket. So my sister's sleeping there with a sheet or whatever. The pit bull's next to her with a heated blanket on it. And then it like shimmies her out of the bed.
Wow.
The pit bull takes over the bed.
What the fuck? Was this pit bull anemic or something? Why is it heated blanket?
It's not. It's a big pit bull. Trust me, out of anyone in that house, the pit bull weighs more than her. The pit bull's living the high life. The pit bull comes in and it kicks her out of the bed.
That's weird.
Oh, okay. So Brad is actually commenting that the dog hotels are a big craze in L.A.
Is that right? You know what? That don't surprise me.
So here's the thing. I like
that. Does not surprise me.
Like, there's a brewery within walking distance from here that has, like, it's dog friendly.
You took me there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go there often just so I can go around and pet other people's dogs.
Mm-hmm. And they're all friendly too.
They all.
I mean, the times that I went with you and we checked the place out, all the dogs were very friendly. You know what really freaked me out? Like, not one of them peed in the bar. Not one of them took a dump in the bar. Not in any other times I was there. So I found that interesting. I'm like, man, these dogs are well trained. They're well behaved. They know, don't shit or piss where master drinks. I mean, that's basically how you say it, right? So, I mean, that's the way I looked at it.
No, that's true.
And they were just so very well behaved. Small dogs, big dogs, dogs playing with each other and getting to know each other. So it was kind of like, the grown-ups, the tall people, we're talking amongst ourselves, and then all of the dogs that's under the table, they're conversing amongst themselves too, which I think is interesting.
I only saw one fight while I was there.
Oh, yeah?
Dogs, at the brewery here, which will go nameless until they pay me money.
Oh, wow.
Sponsorship.
It was probably a terrier, wasn't it?
No, it was a pit bull, and it was
terrier. See?
Are they a terrier?
Yeah, they are.
I didn't know that. So. Mm-hmm. But it was upset because another dog was trying to play with it, and it bit its fur. But you could tell that this pit bull was not trying to kill the dog because it bit it in a way where that dog who it bit actually didn't receive any damage. It was just kind of like, hey.
It was a warning bite.
Leave me the hell alone.
Yeah.
Now, that little dog actually hurt the pit bull more than the pit bull hurt that dog, even though that pit bull was in a place to just...
Because the pit bull knew. The pit bull knew, like, you knew I could have fucked you up. You know that, right? You know I could have killed you. I could have just dragged you by your neck and flung you around like a rag doll, but that was a love bite.
Yeah. So there's a hotel. I mean, there's a building on Stanwich Street that is implementing or placing a dog park on top of the hotel.
Well, that'd be interesting.
It's got a beautiful picture. It looks like you can actually look out over the city.
I was about to say, okay, please tell me it's fenced.
It's fenced in, yeah.
Don't look high enough,
what
though.
What a cool idea. So I really love this idea. It's such a great space, such a great idea to have this dog park on the roof downtown. And I love that repurposing of the roof. So they do that a lot in Japan. Like in Japan, golfing is really popular. And they'll have putting greens on the roofs of skyscrapers. It's such a great idea. Why not repurpose these roofs? They're just empty slabs of cement.
Yeah, why not?
Repurpose them, make them something interesting.
Yeah, we have a bunch of empty buildings downtown. Maybe we could...
Do we? We have a lot of empty buildings or empty roofs?
Well, I don't know about the roofs. But there's a couple of empty buildings downtown on certain streets, like where the business name has been ripped off. Okay. And the doors are locked and chained and don't look like nobody lives there. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, either somebody is going to do something with it or not. And I don't know. But, you saw what they did with that one on Market Street. They even then made like 2 restaurants and then they put like a hotel on top of it. I don't know. I don't recall the name of the hotel, but we was there. We was at that one. What was it called? The Rebel Roost. And they got like a hotel, like right next to it. It's very nice. We got to go back there.
Yeah, we do.
We got to go back to because hey, if y'all ever been to the Rebel Roost, if y'all never been there, check that place out. It's on Market Street. It's right across from the CVS. So
it's nice. Yeah,
you're not going to get a good view of the place. I mean, because CVS is like, it's not really nothing nice to look at when you're sitting outside. No, but when we went there for brunch and we had those delicious mimosas, oh God, I love mimosas. I do. And it was like unlimited mimosas for like one price or something, and we just were downing them over and over and over. Definitely got to do that again. I'm thirsty, man. I need a real drink. This green tea ain't doing shit for me.
He's gonna be doing art at Yinzfest. He's coming up in just a few minutes here on River Talk. This is the Rivers Edge Radio Network. That's Jaye Cooper. I'm Brian Crawford at riversedgepgh.com, broadcasting from the beautiful Mr. Smalls Theater, which is where Yinzfest will be taking place. And just before we bring Steve on, we have Cooper's Corner.
And you know what? The last 2 weeks I didn't do it because I didn't have nobody with me. But you know what? I'm going to do it by myself.
Do it by yourself?
I don't care.
All right. We've got the theme music for Cooper's Corner. I don't know how to do any of this stuff. I'm wigging it.
Down. Cooper's Corner. Cooper's Corner. Cooper's Corner. Cooper's Corner. Cooper's Corner. See, you're learning.
I'm getting
You're learning. You're getting better at this.
It's only taken me a year or so.
I know, right? We've been doing this for a while. Okay, now picture the headline. Woman drove drunk to pick up a man from jail charged with a DUI. Yeah. Or DWI, same thing. Yeah. So authorities say that a woman drove drunk to a New Jersey police station where she was picking up a man who had been charged with drunken driving.
I love this.
Yeah,
this is wonderful. I love the good ideas that people come up with.
I know, right? So Mount Olive police said that this woman, I wish there was a picture of her. I wish I could see what she looked like, and the guy who she was trying to pick up. 49-year-old Melissa Vitale of Rockaway appeared impaired when she arrived at the station. She was soon charged with drunken driving after she allegedly failed multiple sobriety tests.
I'm here to do the
yeah, I'm here to pick up my friend. Yeah. So authorities say that the man who got arrested, 45-year-old Robert Wolf of Washington, he called Vitale and asked her to pick him up after he had been charged with drunken driving. This all happened this past Wednesday. So that was 2 days ago. And yeah, so he was arrested after allegedly making a legal turn. That's what led the police to pull him over and bring him in. And now she's going in.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense for one drunk person to call one alcoholic to call another alcoholic, come pick me up.
Maybe that's all we know. He spends all of his time in the bar.
Oh, that's a damn joke. The bartender could have picked him up.
Sometimes the bartender's drunk too, depending on what bar you go to.
That is true. You're taking me back to some of the bars. I almost named some bars and I almost named their names. Nope. For them to remain, their names will remain innocent.
Yes.
But I've never heard no stuff like that. That's like a junkie.
That did happen. Remember the one guy who was sold the bad drugs, so he went to the police?
Yes.
We talked about this on a previous edition.
Right. But that guy didn't.
He went to the police.
The bad drug dealer didn't go to jail though. But the guy who called the cops and said, "Hey, I need you to test these drugs. This don't taste like meth. This is some bad meth, man. Hey." And when he found out that it was meth, he's like, "Hey, I don't like this kind of meth. You need to tell my drug dealer to give me the good shit, the right shit."
Yeah. That turned out very well.
Yeah, that turned out great for him. He was like, "Oh, sure thing, buddy. Hey, you mind getting in the back seat for us?"
We'll drive you right to him. Don't worry.
Right?
We'll take you right there.
I can just imagine what the woman looked like when she pulled into the police station. I wonder, did she park crooked in front of the station? Did she take up a handicap spot? Was the doors left open when she got out? This is the kind of shit I would have wanted to see.
Yes.
I would have loved to see some stuff like that. Was her hair messed
up? In? I could see her just driving crazily.
Yeah.
On her way to pick
up. She drove over the hedges and everything. Just tore all that stuff up.
Knocking over parking meters on her way in.
Mm-hmm. Change everywhere. But yeah, that was definitely. At first, I was gonna make this woman and the guy, the Hoodrat of the week. But I said to myself, no, I found something even sweeter than that. But we'll talk about that a little later in the show. But I found that very hilarious, though.
So have you ever been pulled over by the police?
No, but there was this one time. I will say this because time has passed.
Or the police ever approached you in a vehicle?
While driving, no.
Or while just in a vehicle?
In a vehicle, yes.
Yes?
A couple times. Yes.
What for?
Broken taillight.
Okay.
Or they were checking, because they don't do it as much anymore. And this is what I was about to bring up. In Brookline, like right outside the Senior Frogs. Yes. I don't know if you're familiar with that place. On West Liberty Avenue. It's it's right in Brookline. It's right next to the McDonald's. Cops usually wait there to catch people driving out of there drunk. Because people walk out of Senior Frogs fucked up on Fridays and Saturday nights. Cops are always there stopping them. Yeah. Checking, doing the sobriety tests and all that stuff. So there was this one night I was with this one girl. She drove us up there, and she was too drunk to drive. Now, I didn't have my license yet, and I barely knew how to drive, but I had to learn that time because I had to get home. So I drove the car. I wasn't as drunk as she was. She was plastered, face smeared on the driver's side window and shit. And I was like, well, luckily she parked in McDonald's. So I reversed. I went into you would have been proud of me for somebody who didn't know how to drive back then. I was in my, this was like 15 years ago. I pulled into the McDonald's drive-thru. I ordered some food. I pulled into another parking space at McDonald's. I'm shoving food down her throat. She's like, these fries are too hot. I'm like, shut up. Eat it. I'm shoving burgers down her throat. I'm like, drink this shit and everything. And then she started like chewing and everything, swallowing. I'm like, okay, all right. Now we can pull out. Now that street I was just talking about was Liberty Avenue where the cops were. I had to go on the other side of the street. I had to go down Wenzel, which is one of the most dangerous streets to go down at night because the intersection of Wenzel and Broadway.
Okay.
So, yeah, because there's that underpass and people don't know who to give the right of way to, and there's always collisions. So I was scared. I'm drunk. It's dark outside. Luckily, I use no turn signals because I ain't know shit about turn signals. So I'm just driving with no lights on.
Just try to screw someone up and just keep turning the turn signal left, right, just to see what people think?
I never thought to do that.
Yeah.
I never thought to do that, but I know that I didn't even have the headlights on. So I'm basically driving in the dark. No turn signals or nothing. I made it. I pulled up to the hill close to my house. Didn't even put the emergency brake on like you're supposed to. I just put it in park and got out. And I took her to my house and I made her sleep it off. So, and then when she woke up, then I was like, okay, take your ass home.
Well, I was working overnight. I was always tired. I was pulled over all of the time by the cops here in Millville for sleeping.
Okay.
Not pulled over. I'm sorry. I wasn't driving, but they would come up and wake me up because I would be sleeping. Mm-hmm. I think I got pulled over. I got not pulled
Can you
over.
get pulled over if you already parked and sleeping?
Yeah, not pulled over, but like woken up. I was stopped by the police. So the police came to me 4 different times in 3 years for sleeping.
Now, what would you call that one? Like,
stupid.
Like WWS, so woken while sleeping.
Woken while sleeping, yeah. I mean, I never got charged or anything, but yeah, constantly woken up.
Oh, man. No, there's nothing wrong with sleeping in a car. I mean, it's actually safer than people who fall asleep behind the wheel, and that's
true. At least I'm pulled over, right?
Yeah, you pulled over. Yeah, I've seen friends do that. I'm like, dude, you need to pull over or something, and he's like, nah, man, I just need some air. Roll down the window and shit. I'm like, dude, that wind looked like it's making you more sleepy. You know what I'm saying? Because that cooler. He's like,
my God, can you imagine?
I'm like, bruh, I'm holding the wheel in the passenger side while he's driving. I'm like, dude, I don't want to die today.
Can you imagine if you dozed off too?
I have never done that.
No, I mean, if you dozed off while that other person was driving, they fall asleep, you're already asleep. My God, you could end up in a Hahn Funeral Home, the only family-owned funeral home here in Millville.
You did it again.
Known for the green burial. Yinzfest is known for all sorts of great artists, music, visual art.
You're a fool, Brad.
Poetry, all sorts of great stuff, including visual art. We're going to have live visual art by Steve Pearce. He's here in studio.
Yes,
to our
Mr.
right.
Pearce.
Mr. Pearce, thank you so much for joining us. How are you today?
Good. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great.
We are
thank you.
super,
It's
as
hot
you can
out there,
see.
ain't it?
It's wonderful outside. Are you happy or are you miserable due to this beautiful weather that Mother Nature has blessed us
I'm
with?
happy now. I'm in the AC.
Thank you.
Had to fight
Thank
the traffic to
you.
get here. Whew.
Well, do you have AC in your vehicle?
I do, but I don't like to run it because it runs my car a little hot. So
Okay.
I tend to
I don't
roll
have
with the
AC,
windows
but that's
down
Okay. I just roll the window down and I enjoy the sun shining on my
Did
face.
you see what he
It's
just
wonderful
did? He got the manual one.
I
He's-
did. I have the- I have
they're
the-
calling them the Mexican windows. You know?
Oh
You don't
Jesus!
understand. My car is over 20 years old. The car itself is almost as old as I am. So.
Oh my
Yeah.
God!
So you're going to be at Yinzfest.
Yes.
Is this now? Are you excited? Where will you be?
Very
do
excited
you know where
about
you'll
this.
be? I know the musicians don't know where they're going to be for Yinzfest.
Actually, I don't know where I'm going to be. Hopefully inside in the AC, but if not, because I think they're doing some outside stuff too
Oh,
as
really?
well. I don't know my location yet, but yeah, I'm very excited about it.
Well, I'm really excited to know that they're going to have some outside stuff too. Because I was just talking to some people about that. I said I'm really excited for Yinzfest, but I want to be outside. Like of course, everything. The beautiful weather comes right when I got to be inside all the time. Like today, tomorrow, it's just nonstop. So, how long have you? So, what kind of art do you do? I have some pictures here, but why don't you describe it for us?
Well, I describe it as contemporary neo-pop, but I've heard a lot of people refer to it as street pop or graffiti pop, or it can just be called pop art.
I like either one. Graffiti pop. I like that.
Yeah. A lot of people refer to it that way.
So, what does that mean, graffiti pop?
Like it's basically taking the graffiti style and putting it on canvas and working with that particular style. Like that's basically what it is. So.
Okay, well, it's very beautiful. I have a couple pictures up here
Thank
that
you,
you guys
thank
had
you.
sent us. I'm looking at one here. It is a
Oh, I like that one.
that's really interesting. It's kind of like a plant that's a cyclops,
Yeah.
and it's growing out of a. It's almost like an octopus plant cyclops. It looks like something that Poison Ivy would throw at Batman.
It's a monster flower. I started doing a bunch of monster flower things.
When I see this, I don't know why I'm thinking. I'm seeing a combination of what's that guy from
Rick
SpongeBob?
and Morty. I get a lot of Rick from the Rick and Morty show out of that.
I didn't even think about
Yeah,
him.
I
was thinking of
a lot of
I was thinking of
comments.
Plankton because of the big
Okay,
eyeball.
I can see that as well.
And then at
yeah.
the same time, I think what was it called? Audrey 2?
Yeah.
Little
from
Shop of
Little
Horrors?
Shop of Horrors.
Yeah.
Well, that's basically what it's kind of supposed to be.
Seymour.
Yeah, the Venus flytrap. Yeah.
So where did you get the idea for this
Love it.
concept from? Like, tell me a
Just
little bit about this.
you know, the ideas they just come in my head, and then once
Did
I get
you
them in
see
my head.
anything that inspired you to make this?
Sometimes when I see stuff, sometimes I'll see stuff that inspires me to do a piece. Sometimes there'll be something that, you know, I'll like if I'm walking down the street, oh, that'd be a good piece, or I might. But usually, just the ideas just come to my head just randomly, and I just decide to go ahead and paint it.
And I see you have like some Cyclops water, like not water bottles, they're spray cans.
Yeah,
right?
spray cans. Yeah, I'm reusing the spray cans after I'm done and just
Okay.
painting on them. And I also do. I've been doing records as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, have you worked with any artists on a record? Because I feel like that would be a really cool.
No,
thing
but
to, like,
I've had some people like you know, saying that they might contact me here and there, like to maybe get some album cover work done or something done, you know, T-shirt designs or whatnot. So, but I was repurposing a lot of records. A buddy of mine came over to my house and he gave me these big old box of records. He's like, hey, you listen to records, you can have these. Well, they're no good. You know, they're scratched up, they've been laid flat, they're warped. You know, you can't play them. So one day I ran out of canvas and started painting them. And I posted a couple online and people freaked out about them, you know. So then I started doing those. So I'll have those at Yinzfest tomorrow, and I'll have some spray cans. I'll have some canvas work. I'm also painting live a skate deck for a charity.
That's awesome.
Now, I
what
forget,
charity do you know?
honestly, they told us the charity, but I forget what the charity is. I'm sure you could look it up on Yinzfest's page. And also unveiling a sculpture that I've been working on this week. That
sculpture, huh?
Yeah. So it's
can you give us any hints?
Yeah, give us a hint or something.
It's made out of reclaimed materials.
Oh, really?
And it's probably about, I would say, I didn't measure it, but it's probably maybe about 3 foot tall, 4 foot tall, somewhere around there.
All right. Would you say it's of somebody?
No, it's of something.
Something. Okay.
Yeah.
I think basically what you're trying to say here, Steve, is that you have to come to Yinzfest tomorrow.
That's
and
correct.
Buy a ticket to find out what it is.
That is correct. Come over. You got to, in order to see what I made, you have to come over. Yes.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we call a tease. So you got to buy your ticket and come on out. So, how long have you been working on art?
I've been working on art pretty much my entire life, but I've been showing art about 5 years publicly. So,
What made you decide to start sharing it?
I came home from work one day and I sat there in this complete silence and was like, what the fuck am I doing?
Right.
I was fed up. I hated my job. I hated everything. I hated everybody. I was miserable. And I sat there and I was just like, what am I doing? I have this talent and I'm not using it.
Mm-hmm.
And literally, I went out the next day, bought art supplies. And then I haven't stopped since. And I've been the happiest person I've ever been. It's like, it changed my life.
Okay.
It changed my life. I went through life. I had so many people telling me, "Oh, don't be an artist. You can't do this. You can't make a living. You gotta get a career. You gotta be a doctor, a lawyer. And so I was constantly in this career-driven path.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get a job. I have to fit in with society. I have to, lay bricks.
Yeah.
And I was just fed up with it.
Okay.
And now that I do art, I'm at peace, I'm humble. I'm happy. Mm-hmm. Nothing bothers me. I'm not that hateful person anymore,
Mm-hmm. I feel like we are connected in so many ways on this because, I guess comedy is an art itself,
Sure.
So when I go on stage, I am like putting myself out there and stuff, and it's the same way.
Yeah, I think if you're passionate with something,
and they were telling me that I need to, concentrate on getting a job and all that shit. Look, I don't like to work. That's why I have the job I have now. It doesn't require much for me to do anything, so that way I can concentrate on what I really want to do.
Honestly, it's really hard for creatives to work.
Yeah.
Because we're constantly, I still work right now because I'm not successful enough yet to just be a professional. Not yet.
Yeah.
Will be, but not yet. So when I'm at work, I'm constantly thinking about different projects and different things I want to do,
I take exception with that comment, though. I don't think that creatives aren't workers. I think, in fact, some of them are the hardest workers because you've got to tie down another job, but you're honestly, while you're working at that other job, you're thinking about your craft, and then you go home, and that is a form of work. You enjoy it, but it's a form of work, so you're really, I feel creative.
Yeah, I can see it like that.
Actually, people, especially people who haven't made it their career yet, are working really around the clock. I feel like I don't stop working because I have to do the 9 to 5 figuratively, and then I come after that and I do more work for this station. So I feel like people like yourself, you're doing your 9 to 5, but then you're going home and you're doing art, so you don't stop working.
Right. I gotcha.
And it's crazy because
you know what I mean. How do you feel about that?
No, it makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense.
Because to me, you're just not. You don't stop. Like most people, they get home from work and they turn on the TV and then they don't do anything else, and that's it. They sit there, they play their video games. That's another big thing, and it drives me nuts because there's these people who I work with, who, my job's pretty mindless.
Okay.
It doesn't require any skills whatsoever.
Mine too.
And that's one of the reasons why I do it, because then I can focus my mental energy on my craft.
Right.
But there are these people who I work with who are 20-some years old. They have no kids because my job pays well for what it is. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people, they have kids, they're supporting their family. I get that. I respect that. You're putting your kids first, your family first. But some of these people, they have no kids, they have no family, and then they have no passion outside of the workplace. they pick the shift that is the shittiest shift.
Yeah, the robots,
because they make more money there, and then they go home and play video games. And I think, man, you're 20-some years old, you have no family, you have no passion. What the hell is wrong with you? Like, get something outside of this place.
Yeah, right? I haven't played a video game since I graduated high school.
You have time, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like you, even if you're not doing the job that you want, you're really making something of yourself by giving yourself to something that's greater. And I don't feel like somebody has to be an artist to do that or have a family, but get involved in a charity, something. Some of these people, they just go in, they clock out, and they don't have anything else in their life, and I feel like that's kind of sad in a way.
Yeah, especially when you're at a job that you don't like.
Yeah.
When you have a job you don't like, and then you come home,
and most people don't
like
like their jobs anyways. I mean, let's be honest.
Exactly.
Right.
That's why people have hobbies.
Yeah, people hate jobs, but people love their career because that's what they aspire to do.
Well, maybe sometimes people have a career that they hate. A lot of
sometimes they don't hate the money.
Sure, yeah, that's why they're there.
They don't hate the money, but the jobs. Most of the time, it's the jobs that people hate because it's like, so.
Jaye Cooper, Brian Crawford are here with Steve Pearce, who's going to be doing live art at Yinzfest 2018 here at Mr. Small's Theater. Steve, have you done any live art at other musical venues before?
Yes. I actually do a lot of live painting. I actually have a lot of bands that will have a show or something coming up, and they'll contact me and, hey, can you live paint? At our show, and it's always a yes with me. The more shows I do, the more exposure I get, etc.
Okay.
I actually did last year. I did a live painting on the main stage at Three Rivers Art Festival with my boys Broctopus.
I love Broctopus.
On the main, that was
I remember Broctopus. Yeah.
That was a really cool gig. That was probably one of my favorite gigs.
So you would say that these collaborations between the music genre and the art genre, they're very beneficial.
Well, there's a lot of they're beneficial for sure. There's a lot of great artist collectives out there that are starting to merge bands with visual artists and other performing arts as well, and venues, and having put on all these shows like Red Fish Bowl, Wicked Pittsburgh, Three Rivers Circus, just to name a few, that put on these shows to merge those two together, and it works really well. And we get a lot of good feedback from the audience and stuff. So I think people really like it whenever they come to a show, and they're not just coming and watch a band, but there's other things going on too. There's live painters, there's vendors. I recently did one with Three Rivers Circus at Stage of Karma.
Yeah, I was there for that in the very beginning.
Yeah, and where I was vending and I was live painting, which I'm going to be doing at Yinzfest tomorrow as well. And then they had clothing companies, comedians, so it's I think it's good. I think it's really good for Pittsburgh.
I agree, and I feel like it does so much to enhance the environment of the show that you're at. I feel like whenever you have live art, especially, but even just art for sale, it creates an entire environment that you can exist in when you're going to see a show that just adds so much more than just focusing on the stage.
Yeah.
It's just something I feel, as someone who goes to see a music concert, it really adds a lot. And I feel like on the artist side, if someone comes there specifically to see you, it generates some kind of a buzz that you can produce your art in and showcase your art in, that I think is a little more appealing to the audience. Is that something you've noticed?
Yes, big time. I think it gives the audience a choice. It gives the audience choices to do besides just going there and just focusing on one thing. They have other things they can focus on. Maybe they're not too into the one band or something, so they can do something else. It's very good, I think.
Let me ask you this: what is your favorite? I don't know how to say this. Okay, do you prefer spray painting, or do you prefer using the acrylic paint?
For mediums, I use both acrylic and spray paint.
Okay.
Those are two of my favorites, but I'm good at other mediums as well, like pencil, colored pencil, markers.
Okay.
I'm not very good at watercolor, but sculpting. But acrylic and spray paint are my go-tos. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about thinking of doing what do you call it? wall mural or something
I've
like
done
that?
a couple. I've done a couple for like baby rooms and like family members and stuff. But I actually haven't done anything locally. But I would love to.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I would love to.
Yeah, because when if anybody ever been to Brookline, like you go towards the beginning of Brookline Boulevard, and it says Brookline on that wall. I don't know who the hell did that, but it's been up there for many years, and it's beautiful.
Well, and then also you have the one on 18th Street in Southside.
Yes.
That's been there for years as well. So.
I forgot about that wall. That one's real nice, too.
That's really cool, the Magneto sculpture.
That was, Jeremy Raymer did
that's
that.
cool.
Yeah.
Which one? Bigfoot one that went up in Deutschtown. They have several different murals here in Millville.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really nice.
Yeah, Raymer's been on his game lately. He's the one that did the Roberto Clemente. He did.
Oh, nice.
He also did the Bigfoot one in Deutschtown,
Nice.
and he's killing it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you know, oh my God, I can't remember his name right now. Jason Sauer?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Duh. You're an artist. He's an artist. Of course, y'all know each other.
Yeah, I first
America
met him.
Most Wanted Fine Arts, for those who don't know him.
I first met him when he painted a bike for Bike Pittsburgh. They had, those bikes you can rent. Mm-hmm. Well, they got a couple artists, I think 5 or 6 different artists, and they had them paint the bikes.
Yeah.
And my friend Lizzie Green did one, and then Jason did one as well. And
Okay.
so.
Yeah, I like Jason because I like his venue, Most Wanted Fine Arts. Look, I can't remember what street. Is it on Penn Avenue? In Garfield, I believe.
That's pretty cool. I like the
Yeah, it's Penn
downstairs
Avenue
of
and
that place.
Garfield. Yeah, it's the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love the stuff that he has there, man. I mean, he collects beat up cars, takes the pieces apart, spray paint them, hang them up, or sell them.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
He does a lot of car stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, don't forget you can come out and see Steve paint live.
Yes,
See a lot of his
live.
artwork.
Paint a skate
It's gonna
deck. That'll be fun.
Yeah, that's going to be insane. Right here at Mr. Small's Theater, we've got 3 floors available. The cafe downstairs, the theater stage, and the fun house, all here at Mr. Small's. That's going to be tomorrow, all day. Stop on out for Yinzfest. You can look up Yinzfest on Facebook and find out more information, or you can go to riversedgepgh.com and click the Yinzfest banner on the right hand of the page. Thanks so much to Steve for stopping in. We now have this week's Hoodrat of the Week.
Oh, yeah.
Look, we came, we saw, and died.
Welcome, everyone, to Hood Rat of the Week. A man charged after running in underwear on the Atlanta airport runway. Did I catch your attention so far? A teenager, no less, criminally charged after running half naked across an Atlanta airport runway and jumping onto a wing of a Delta Airlines plane that had just landed.
You jumped onto the wing of the plane.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
That is some crazy shit.
Actually, now I'm in his corner because I feel like that's kind of like a pretty interesting feat, a pretty amazing feat, actually.
Oh, you haven't heard the half of it. Officials say that this past Wednesday, I want to make sure I say his name right, Jaron Jones, 19 years old, conducted his escapade after scaling a 12-foot high fence topped with barbed wire. And this was located at the Hartsfield-Jackson International
Clearly he was
Airport.
not wearing boxers.
He didn't have on boxers, but he had on
Tidy whities.
Yeah, well, grays. Yeah, tidy grays.
Tidy grays,
yeah, and there was a picture of him which I forgot to send to you, but that's all right though.
Was his underwear dirty then?
It looks dirty
It looks
from the picture because I'm looking at it right now. The guy's in fantastic shape. I don't know if he runs track or whatever. Like, here's a picture of him. Like, he must have been really hot. He must have been on that stuff. I mean, I don't know. It seemed like he had the clothes with him. Like, he just
he
took his,
just decided to take it off.
I don't
Maybe
know
it's
if
because
that was a
he
bet or what.
Well, maybe he saw the barbed wire and he knew that excess clothes would get caught on the barbed wire, and then...
You know what? A lot of people do that. They put their clothes over the barbed wire so that way they can scale it. Yeah, I didn't even think about that till just now. It didn't take long for the police to apprehend him. It took about 5 minutes to get him. Dude ran barefoot, like no socks, nothing, just his drawers. And and Yeah, charged with criminal trespassing, public indecency, causing damage and obstruction of law enforcement officers. He was set on. A lot of shit went down on Wednesday. All this happened on Wednesday. That and Cooper's Corner, everything happened on Wednesday.
Wow. That is definitely a very
so his bond, definitely a hood rat move. His bond was set on Wednesday at $18,000 by a magistrate court in Clayton County, Georgia. And Jones's lawyer did not immediately respond to a request for comment. I would love to hear what that lawyer has to say on his behalf.
Yeah,
that would be interesting. I don't know what he's gonna. What would be your defense for that?
I don't know. I just was watching this Netflix special called Staircase.
I heard of it, but I didn't see it yet.
It's fantastic. I would love to see a Netflix special on the case involving this underwear fence scaler. Like, I feel like that would be way more interesting than a possible murder case.
Right.
Because, murder cases, they're a dime a dozen, let's be honest. I mean, it sounds horrible to say, but there's murder cases everywhere, and there's more than enough shows about murder cases, but I've never seen a show about the case of a man who tried to successfully scaled a fence.
A 12-foot one, nonetheless.
And jumped onto
12 feet.
And jumped onto the wing of an airplane in his underwear.
That's me standing on top of me.
Yeah.
12 feet. That is amazing.
Incredible.
Yeah. So, and I swear to God, it's like I said to you over the past few weeks, Brian, I was nervous about doing Hood Rat of the Week every week because I'm like, but it's so easy. There's always someone stupid around the world.
There's so many dumb people out there.
So many dumb people out there that does so many stupid things, and it just, you guys are, I just want to say you guys are making my job easy.
Right?
You really are. You're really helping me out here, and at the same time, you're getting exposure on the biggest radio show that plays only local music in the Pittsburgh and surrounding area. Yeah. So
jeez, talk about casting a wide net.
But they get that extra shout out though, not just in their in their town or county or city or state.
You get to hear
now people in Pittsburgh, y'all, they know about you too now. So
exactly.
So yeah, Mr. Jaye Jones, Mr. 19 years old, Mr. like to scale a 12-foot fence and climb on top of a freaking wing of a plane that just landed. Hood Rat of the Week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Jay, what do you have coming up?
Well, tomorrow I will be doing a show at Diamonds, formerly Taboo. My man A-Loc will be hosting that. It's going to be me, Howie D. Mack, Izzy, Christina McNeese. And then next week, and unfortunately I will not, I got to put that on there, folks. I'm sorry, I won't be here next Friday because I have a concert, but you can stop and see me next Saturday also. I'm doing a show, it's the Level 1 Comedy over at the Arcade Comedy Theater downtown on Liberty. So that's going to be awesome. I'm opening for Susan,
that's
Jackie
right.
Sunash.
Brian Crawford, I haven't given up on you. I'm still going to be here. Jay is, giving you the hand. I'll still be here because I care. Yeah. I care. Know who really cares on this program.
Oh, you know that if you had a concert coming, you would be backing out as well. I should have just got you a ticket too. Then you would have been like, we both won't be here. We'll see you in 2 weeks. But yeah, that's what we got going on. The Hood Comedy Show tomorrow at Diamonds, and then next Saturday on July 7th, I'll be at the Arcade Comedy Theater opening for Jackie Sunash.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I will be here on Sunday. Again, I have a speech for Neil Huntington. A speech that is a parody of Ronald Reagan's Tear Down This Wall. What does Ronald Reagan's speech have to do with Neil Huntington? Well, you'll just have to tune in Sunday at 7 p.m. to find out. I'm mad as hell.
That's another tease, ladies and gentlemen.
Mad as hell at the Pirates. And you'll find out why. 7 p.m. Sunday at River Talk PGH on Facebook, or you can hear it Monday morning, 10 a.m. at riversedgepgh.com. Also, tomorrow I will be here at Yinzfest. If you see me, leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you. I'm there to enjoy myself. You can say hi, and if I deem you worthy, I will give you a head nod.
Your brother's saying he's proud of you, man. Brad Pierce saying he's proud of you.
In the Facebook chat. No, seriously, If you see me at Yinzfest, do come up and say hi. I can give you a card for the River's Edge, so you can take it home, put it on your fridge, and get all of your friends to listen. I'm excited for the event.
And buy him a beer.
Yeah, buy me a beer. I do accept beer.
Yeah.
Or you can just pay us on Patreon. Go to riversedgepgh.com, click the Patreon link, and show how much you love this show and love local music on the net waves here in Pittsburgh. Thanks so much to Steve Pearce for coming on today's program.
Yes.
Thanks for listening to local music. Be sure to come by tomorrow here at Mr. Smalls for Yinzfest. For Jaye Cooper, I'm Brian Crawford. This is Pittsburgh's Voice for Local Music, and your theme song in and out is Scumbag Inc. by Soulabird.
Scumbag.
I'm Brian Crawford. This is the Rivers Edge Radio Network at riversedgepgh.com.
Later, bitches.